Hey everybody, Steve again. Hey, I know make a lot of videos, but hey, I'll watch it. I don't care. Anyway, no, I wanted to really make a special video today. And actually, I got the privilege. Someone sent me a photo of. Well, actually, it's Kirsten's Pawpaw. She calls him Pawpaw. I call him Pawpaw. Like she calls him Papa. I don't know. You know how they do. But anyway, I call him Pawpaw. Then I got both of them, and I could hang out with both of them, put it that way. Anyway, one of them's in there cutting meat, man. He's my friend. We got meat, he's my friend. I want to know where he's at. But the other one that I wanted to actually really go into depth with, I'm not no psychic or no clairvoyant or what. I said that right. I didn't even have to spell it clairvoyant or anything like that. But over my years, I've been known to shut my mouth. I know it's hard for y'all to believe, but I've shut my mouth and take a look at people and actually see who they are without them even saying a word. Kind of tell about their character, kind of tell about who they are or whatever. And today I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it for Kiersten PAPA. Now, this is the one I'm talking about. He's got a cowboy hat. I mean, I'm telling you, this guy, we could fit in. I mean, he's got his cowboy hat on. He's got a car. I can't tell if it's an ace of spades or whatever it is up there in his hat. But anyway, he's holding out on you guys, and they don't even know it. Got his pistol in his lap, hiding his cards. Don't look like he's doing too bad neither. He got some chips there. Look like he's winning some chips or whatever. But anyway, he ain't showing his hand or nothing. But when I get to looking at this, one thing that I see is the fact is that the way he wears his cowboy hat. Well, that is a lot to show. That's what to tell. I'm gonna move this here a little bit home so I can move what I'm talking about. So anyway, let's get to it. And this is what I see. Kirsten, you see, I think maybe if you'll notice that the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And so let me tell you what I see in your pawpaw there. I don't know which one it was. You didn't tell me. Anyway, he's got his hat down there, and the way he wears his hat, he ain't the first time he put one on. He got a sweatband around here. He's been working in that hat probably pretty long. Uh, got ace in his hat. It always looks like best thing you can ever think about. Man, I always have an ace in the hole. He got a cigarette poking out of his mouth. Hell, he looks like he's got to drink a beer to put his pants on, keep his pants on. But he's got that look, kind of sense of humor, but he's got that look that not people really recognize. It looks like to me he's got that thousand nuts there. Usually they don't know what I'm talking about. It's usually somebody in combat or somebody see things that other people ain't seen. And I start looking in the eye there. I don't know what his situation would be in combat, but I can tell you this right now. This man, the way I look in his eyes, he sees some things y'all probably ain't seen. He got a tattoo there on his left. I can't tell what it is, but he wears his shirt like I do, cut off. That makes him feel more comfortable. He's got him a little watch on there. It don't matter how it looks. It looks like it's a military type watch, but anyway, look, got a watch on there. You know what? He really don't look at because he don't have to tell time very much. Where's the Scrabble beer? Yeah, Scrabble. So he ain't got the shape of nobody else. He really don't give a dang really what you think, but he's got a sense of humor and has a funny way of looking at things. And he don't talk a lot, but when he says something, he means it. Looks like an individual there got some hair on his chest. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I just wish I had me a puff on mine. But the man looks like he's steady, and he looks like he's true, and he looks like he knows exactly what he's going to do. You can tell he's got that cowboy hat that ain't one that he just went out and picked up at the Walmart. He wears that cowboy hat, and you can tell it ain't been the first time he's ever been rained on. His hat is a symbol of who he is and a tradition that he believes in and what he believes in. And he won't take that cowboy hat nowhere without him hardly ever, because the fact is that hat pretty much identifies him. That hat pretty much tell you what he's been through, who he is, and what he knows. And the fact of the matter is that he's got a code that a lot of boys put on that hat that they live by. I don't think you'll ever see him uh, at a fine sit-down restaurant wearing a tie. I don't believe you ever seen him doing that because he don't have no sense. He can get whatever he wants to eat right there by mama. It'll be just fine. I don't think this man will sit back and talk all day long and try to be the center of attention. He's probably sitting in the corner and you'll never know he's there. Not even when he's gone. He'll slide in, be the one in the back until he's around family, and he can pick at that. He likes to laugh and joke with the kids, he likes to laugh and joke with his family, and he likes to make sure that everybody knows that secret. He likes to have people see and have a good time. Very proud of what he's got. Don't say it ain't much. It's enough for him. He don't want for much. Just what's best for his kids. He'll tell you right now about look at him. You know what? It ain't what. That's what ain't what he's gonna take with him when he's gone. It's about what he leaves behind is really what matters. He hides his cards for a reason, because the fact is, you know what? He don't show a lot. He won't show a lot because the fact is, you know what? He don't want to know what you're thinking. He was trying to figure you out. That silence you take is not stupidity. That silence is something that you pay attention to. But the fact is that he's studying you out. He's trying to figure you out. This man has learned. He learns more by listening and watching than he does talking with his mouth. He hangs out a cigarette there by his side for comfort, but you know what? He really reads that because you know what? There's some memories there wrapped up there inside. There's some things he won't tell you, some things he don't want you to know. I'm saying he just got bones in his closet. Hell, some of you probably don't want to know. But the thing about it is, he lived through it, learned a lesson, lived out his life. And whether you want to believe it or not, he's still living it just like that right there, wherever he's at, day or night. He's a certain symbol that a lot of people don't understand. It's the last symbol that a lot of people consider to being a man. Lives in the old ways, common sense, cowboy logic, and things as such. Don't really care what you think because you talk too damn much. He's a good time with a beard, a little drink shine. He always knows when he ain't losing his mind. Looks like a man that means what he says. You look at his hands and you tell he's earned it. Those knuckles there you see, they're a little bit old, whatever. That's the arthritis sitting in because you know what? He's been working with his hands since everybody, nobody knows it. He's got a farmer's tan. It means he's a little redneck too. It means he's been working with his hands. Not too much telling you what to do. That farmer's tan he wears with pride for the fact it tells everybody else out there he works outside. Like I said, he'll have a drink too. He can have a whole conversation with an individual by barely using a word or two. Mm, uh, uh, that's pretty much his vocabulary. But everybody around him knows what it means. Looks like a man that you know when he walks into the room, everybody knows. Better step and fetch that lip because he ain't taking no bullshit. Don't look like he'll start a fight, but he ain't scared to bleed. Like a man, he's like a man that's had fought what he lives and what he breathes. He doesn't come up on the other side of the tracks. He wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. His daddy ain't no senator's son, so I tell you what, come the draft time, they'll take you better than none. He's proud, he's tried, he's true. And in certain times, bad places, when it happens to everybody, he just knows what to do. Sometimes he fixes stuff with just using baling wire and duct tape because that's all he can afford. And happiest times he ever has is when he comes home and there's food on the table and everybody's there. He can enjoy it. Inside that hat, there's a lot of things that go on. A lot of thinking, a lot of figuring. He figures he thinks better out on his own. He ain't one to get in your business and try to get in your way, but you ask him and he'll tell you what he's got to say. It really ain't going to matter if you agree or not. But he said what he said, and you know what? You can believe it. Because a liar, he's not. He likes to grin, joke, and have a good time, but he knows when to quit. And he knows when things get serious right before everybody else. Everybody sits. When everybody sits, he's the first to stand. Something happens. They call him. They call the man. People walk to him and ask him about his advice. He'll just hunker down and wait before he opens his mouth. He'll tell you something that you don't understand. He'll tell you with a story, and after you get home, you'll understand because the fact is, he knows what he's talking about, but he does it for a reason. He's teaching in no way that's gone way beyond and gone before I reach it. Well, men used to sit and spell and used to think, critically think about a decision, and not just go off half-cocked, but knowing what you think. Having decided you stand for something, having decided who you are, and being proud of it. No matter what the people say you are. Proud is true. God, you can tell his heart's red, white, and blue. Got a little red on his neck, and cowboy hat on. Don't be confused for a redneck, because that ain't his way. That ain't what he owns. He's a cowboy true and blood. Some don't know what it is, but it's actually just a feeling, just instead. Represents something be wild or free, something actually out there that you want to be, something out there that you carry on in the wide open spaces where you can get outside and you can roam. He's got a little grin, he's got a little laugh, and he'll tell you right now, he likes to laugh. But the fact of the matter is, he never plays his cards. You never know what he's thinking, and you don't know what he's just right. Sometimes he'll tell you a story and you think he's crazy in hell. But when you get down to the point of it, that's the smartest man you've ever seen. He don't tell you a story from yelling to be heard. Ask him opinion, he'll give it to you. But listen to what you're going to hear, because he's going to tell you. Not be deterred. Hard to say I love you, it's just really not his way. He shows you and he means it, but he uses other ways. He picks and laughs and jokes on people. That's the way he is. Because the fact is, you know what? Sometimes you realize family's all it is. He ain't scared to be alone. He ain't scared to be by himself. He can live off his hands, and he can live and find shelter all by himself. Sometimes when he's sitting alone, just hanging out with the kids and looking around and seeing his family, he recognizes what he did. Some men want silver, some men want gold. Some want pretty women, some want some hoes. No, he just wants to have his family. If they're happy. And if it is, if it ain't, then let's make it so. They work sun up, sun down. Never bitch. Maybe come weekend, no, he might get a little hitch. But you can bet your ass on Monday he'll be right back to work. Doing whatever. Just to make a boat. He don't script or scrap and find his other and go by others' ways. He makes up his own and goes where it's ways. He don't judge you for who you are. He really don't care. He takes you at your word. A handshake. And a nod. Let you know that he cares. He'll walk around the house and you won't understand what he's saying because it's deep down he's bitching. Everybody takes offense. But the way he looks at it, you know what? I've earned the right to bitch. I've earned the right to stand on this land and wear my clothes any way I can. I've earned this head, and let me tell you something, bro. That's someplace you don't want to go. He's a man, he's proud and true, he knows he is, but he ain't got to spend all his time proving it. It's just the way he walks, just the way he talks. Like they're looking in his face. Tells you right now that you know what, he's a man with a sense of humor, and that's his place. Looks like he'll help you out if you're down a buck. He'll come pull you out if your truck gets stuck. Come up to your house and bullshit a bit. I was just tired of talking to mama and trying to run away from them kids. Shirt she got on has been born sweat. Probably just washed because it ain't been it's been a week already yet. Cuts off his sleeves because he likes the air. And that tan on his face, and it's supposed to be there. You can tell by this man that he's tried and true. You can tell by this man that he's honest. That's hard to come by. But you can tell by this man, he means what he says. It's one of those type of men when he listens, when he talks, you listen to what he says. He's misconstrued by sometimes the way he acts and the way he carries himself, or whatever. That he is mean. People confuse him being tough, having to prove that he is. He knows the secret, it ain't that. But that all lies right underneath that cowboy hat. So the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Miss Kiersten, there's a lot of you in there that I can see. I know you miss him, and hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just think about it for a second. Realize where he's at. He's probably up there with the good Lord right now with an ace in his hat and aces in his hand. But up there in heaven, he ain't got to bet no money because he can bet gold. So think about him from time to time when that wind starts to breathe, when that wind starts to blow. Maybe you go to his house, you go somewhere that he used to be and catch that little whiff of what he smells like, that cigarette and all that in a mix. He won't want you to leave. He won't want you to grieve while he's gone. He just wants to let you know that hey, he's gonna carry on. He'll be all right, and he'll be waiting for you. Yeah, he's gonna laugh and he's gonna pick at you too. Yeah, he's gonna share his wisdom whether you want it or not. But the fact is, I know what you forgot. Because when you were a kid, you were sitting there, and he started on one of them stories. You just stopped and stared and shook your head. Said, "I heard it before." Before he finishes, you end up sitting there cross-legged on the floor, listening to every word he's got to say. Sometimes it wasn't the stories he tells, it's the way how he said it. This man is an American hero, whether you admit it or not. Sometimes you ain't got to shoot a lot. Sometimes you ain't got to go and fight for no flag, no country, no politician. And even if you do, that still don't make you tried and true. He's a man that fights for what he gets, earns it. Don't ask for nothing. Don't want nothing. But he'll break his ass and break his back to make sure them kids and mama's happy. He'll get up every morning, go to the coffee pot and bench him on because he's got to work in a new spot. He'll bet you about that foreman that I don't never like, but he'll come on Friday afternoon, they'll be the first one drinking beer late into the night. He's earning the right to bitch because he can. He fought for it, damn it, all his life. Just to be right there where he's at. So in my tribute to that, I can't help but actually tip my hat to a man like that. He's one of those people you notice when you walk in the parking lot, they tip your hat and nod. Sick your way of saying between cowboys, been there, brother. You are. Ain't even had to say two words. Ask him about the weather, he say, "Oh, it's hot. It's out there raining." Hell, you'll ask him, how's it looking out there? And he'll tell you, freaking cold and wet. What happens when it rains, snows, damn it. Common sense, he knows no bounds, and he has a certain way of saying things that people just don't understand. He don't care. That's just his way. He really don't care if you like it anyway. But you can tell by this man that he's tried and true, and you can tell that you know what, he'll be there just for you. That's all you gotta ask. Sometimes you don't. But when you think about it, Kiersten, you think about this right here, whether you know or not. He looked alone. He looked at little girls differently, and he had a soft spot. I don't know if he ever give you money or maybe give you candy or maybe give you what, but he'd always have a spot for them girls and have a lot knot on the head for them boys. So you remember Kiersten. You remember him well. But he's up there. And he's riding through hell probably. He's riding through hell just 'cause he wants to see if he can get out. Or he's sneaking through there just so the good Lord, just so the devil don't know before he can get out. He's doing what he loves right now, loving what he does, and he's just sitting there, girl, waiting on you. So don't be grieving, don't be crying, 'cause you know what? Your better days are there. They're not behind. They're up ahead for folks like that. You got the Paw and you got the family. That's what heaven's all about. I'm trying to turn this dang thing off. I can't turn it off. Okay, I done messed up something. I don't know.